Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailySheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So Big Pharma's been getting out and around the mainstream media apparently, because I'm seeing a lot of things out there, articles written almost of a propaganda type nature that's pushing certain treatments. For example, Wall Street Journal the other day wrote a piece on how more students, more young girls need to get the HPV vaccine, the Gardasil, because they're at high risk of coming down with HPV. Now, HPV is sexually transmitted, and meaning that you have to have sex to get HPV, or at least the private parts have to be in and around those areas, right, together. And so, you know, if you're an 11 or 12-year-old, which is the age at which they say that you should get those, what are they doing that anyway? And if they don't do that, guess what? They don't get HPV. Yeah, it's nice and it's easy. You know, really what's brought about HPV is, you know, the demoralization of society. You know, that's really what's brought it all about. But here's the Telegraph with a piece: depression is a physical illness which could be treated with anti-inflammatory drugs. That's right. Scientists are suggesting that depression now can just be treated with anti-inflammatories. Yeah. By the way, you know, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories kill more people each year, NSAIDs, than the opioid epidemic that's going on. You know, almost double when you take a look at the statistics. Listen to this. It says depression could be treated using anti-inflammatory drugs, scientists now believe, after determining that it's a physical illness caused by a faulty immune system. Well, damn. I mean, like 85 to 90% of the population of the planet, we all have faulty immune system. Do you hear how asinine that is? Why, it's an immune response. Yeah, I guess so. I'm allergic to depression too. Yeah, it kind of makes you feel like crap. No. I mean, anybody out there could basically trash that. But let's go on. It says around 1 in 13 people in the UK suffer from anxiety or depression. And last year, the National Health Service issued 64.7 million prescriptions for antidepressants, double the amount given a decade ago. Well, that's because antidepressants, I mean, they have been pushing these antidepressants all over the world. It is a huge, huge moneymaker for Big Pharma. And it's one that, you know, as society keeps going the way it's going, it continues to run counter to the way we were designed. And because there's this conflict in the way that we were designed, the way that we were programmed, and the way that our society is structured now, how we bring our children up, how our children are raised, the conditions in which they are raised, the societal structures, the demoralization of society, all of that plays in. Well, of course, there's going to be a lot of depressed people. The fact that, you know, say the dollar here in the United States is worth 2% of what it was, you know, in 1913. 2%. And then we wonder why everybody's so depressed. You got to work your ass off for peanuts. It's crazy. I always bring this statistic up because I think it's so powerful. But if you were to take a Walmart cashier who makes $8.80 an hour and put them back in 1955, and then you address you look at them as a cashier and you say, okay, well, what did a cashier make in 1955? Well, that cashier's salary, when adjusted for inflation, actually equates to $38 an hour today, because the dollar went so much farther then. And that's how Dad could be a cashier at a supermarket and the family could live well, because the dollar went farther. Now everybody, you know, everybody's having a hard time making ends meet. The middle class is all but decimated. Of course there's going to be a lot of depressed people. But hey, better for Big Pharma so that they can push their antidepressants. instead of actually fixing the problem. You know, current treatment is largely centered around restoring mood-boosting chemicals in the brain, such as serotonin. But experts now think an overactive immune system triggers inflammation throughout the entire body, sparking feelings of hopelessness, unhappiness, and fatigue. That's right, folks. They're saying that the immune system gets overactive. It causes everything to get inflamed. Therefore, you become depressed. Now, it says it may be a symptom of the immune system failing to switch off after a trauma or illness, and is similar to the low mood people often experience when they're fighting a virus like flu. Now, a raft of recent papers and unexpected results from clinical trials have shown the treatment with anti-inflammatory seems to alleviate depression. Now, I can tell you, I know feeling depressed and taking ibuprofen does not change or affect my mood as much as they would like to say it would. Now, could inflammation be a product of depression? Sure. However, that's not the root cause. All you're doing is treating the symptom. I'm depressed. Here's a symptom of it. I swell up. I mean, okay. So they treat the symptom, but they don't fix the problem. What's causing the depression? It's not the inflammation. The inflammation happened after you became depressed. But hey, take some ibuprofen. Everything's good. Don't worry about that. Yeah, more bridge jumpers and building jumpers than ever before. Yeah, now we're going to treat depression with ibuprofen. Now, of course, I'm not advocating you do whatever you want. You know, you do what your doctor tells you, and if you trust your doctor, more power to you. But the real root cause of depression is not physical. Not in the sense of the root cause of what your depression is. The root cause is society. The root cause is having to keep up with the Joneses. The root cause is, holy crap, I got $300,000 in student loans and no job. That's the root cause. You want to fix the problem? Then you have to acknowledge what the problem is first. And then we can get past this buffoonery that says anti-inflammatories will cure your depression. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's news shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day, everybody.